All right, guys, I've been out here. I haven't done any wire brushing yet, but I've been using my router on this thing. I'm trying to yank as much wood off this thing as I can, because the more wood I get off of it, the faster it will dry. Excuse me, man, it's dusty in here. I've still got a lot of old punky wood, like down in here, that I've got to get out of there still yet. But I've been just out here messing around with this pretty wet Sunday afternoon. But as you can see I've still got a lot of old nasty punky wood to get out of there. But I got 99% of the bark off of it, and I shortened it. It's 4 foot long now, and what I'm gonna do is flip this thing over. My big level, my 4 foot level's at work. I left it over there. I was doing some sheetrock work, and flip this thing over, and you can see how I got this hump right here. And I'm gonna router this whole table down to whatever level is at this point right here on the other side. And that's gonna eliminate some of this stuff down in here. And then on this end, you can see how I messed up when I was cutting that with the chainsaw. And I've got these 4 pieces of wood and another one down here on the floor, and I got another one on the trailer. What I'm going to try to do is use my router and router that out in there and get it to where some of this wood will fit in, and then router it off flat and kind of add me a piece to it. I've seen the guy do this. I think it's called Blacktail Studio, but he didn't do anything near this big. He was doing like veneer type pieces. But I really like the way that looks, and I think that the way this hole is up here, it would be really interesting to put like a layer of black or red or something, epoxy down in there, some color, maybe black or brown, I'm not for sure yet, because that's kind of interesting looking. And so I'm going to bring it back to here and probably take it up to right in here somewhere, and of course I'll have to dig all this old punky wood out of there. But I'm going to add a piece and try to fill that, and then router it off to match this end after I get the other side out. It's not perfectly flat right now, but it's pretty flat. You can see right here is where, whenever I had it perfectly flat, I routed, I placed across there, but it's just so thick it's hard to push the router. So I brung it up some, went across it with my sled. But like right now, if I take this moisture reader now, this tree was standing dead for a year, and then it was laying on the ground dead for over a year. I can take this, job it in there, and it is on hardwood, and it says it's 33%, 32%. I can come up here to this old nasty punky wood and shove it in here. There's 19, let's see what we got here. Right in here somewhere. A while ago I had it as much as 50%. Let me take it out and do it again. Get in there. But a while ago I seen some that was as high as, there's 43%. But in this old, it's wet, you know, it's like I said, it's been laying on the ground for a year. And this side over here, the bark looks really good. It was kind of hard to get off, but this side over here, from here down to here, it was good. And then you can see where the wood kind of got punky right in here, I guess where it was laying on the ground, and it was real soft. And I just could not get that stuff off there. And I bought this thing right here, I don't know, a little over a year ago from Harbor Freight. And man, that dude right there, if you got some old nasty wood that you're having problems dealing with, or if you want to engrave something, that thing works fantastic. It kind of feels like a cheese grater, but there's no holes going through the teeth on it. But what I was doing with that is this right here was all tore out, and I was just trying to get all the, like I said, that old dead nasty stuff out of there using that. And then right on the other side, from right about here to right about here on this side, it was real dead soft wood like this stuff right here, and I was just using it to just yank that stuff off. And I'm going to have to continue on back with it right in here, because this stuff right here is real soft. And I've got a couple of wire brushes and a wire brush on an angle grinder, and I'm gonna get in there and really clean that out. But I've just about had all the fun I want for today, and I thought I would just take a couple of pictures for you guys and for myself. It's nice to see, you know, a year from now, what this thing looked like versus what it looked like when I started, it's kind of interesting to look back and see how things progressed. But this is going to be my coffee table for my living room one of these days. As soon as I get it level and get both sides level, like I said, I'm going to have to add those pieces to do it and get it all planed down and get it everything the way I want it. I'm going to take me a couple of small oak boards and put underneath it, and our guest bedroom, nobody ever goes in it, and I'm just going to park it over next to the wall in the guest bedroom, because that way to have heating and air conditioning, and maybe it'll dry it out a little bit faster, but it won't make it crack and things like that. That's what I'm hoping, because it's already got enough cracks in it right here where this weak spot's at. But you can see some really neat stuff in there. I have already routed this off on this side, just using a 3/4 inch, I think it's a 3/4 inch or a 5/8 inch router bit, just to, like I said, just trying to get as much wood off of it as I can. Well, you guys take care, and I'll bring you back when I get some more done on this.